Do, 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 do. We're on the air.
What's up with y'all?
All right, for those that haven't seen, you know what? Maybe I'll link that to the Facebook page, the Whitney Houston thing.
The picture of her dead on the front cover.
And again, I don't follow Enquirer for that. I bet $500,000 at least they paid for that picture.
You think they $500,000 for that picture?
Yeah, they've seriously issued some big checks for good pictures, and they showed this is the third time the Enquirer has done this with a dead person. They actually had one of Elvis way back in the day.
Oh, that must not have been pretty.
Actually, he looked pretty good.
Yeah. Not puffy?
No, not really.
Okay.
And then I can't remember who the second one was. You know, and that's not true. Maybe he wasn't on the cover, but I know they had one of James Brown too. But I can't remember who the second one was.
James Brown.
It was pretty high profile. This, to me, besides Elvis, would have been the highest profile.
Jump back, catch myself.
Anyway, it's not wrong, but them putting on there that she was buried in $500,000 worth of jewelry.
That was stupid. Maybe she was in a big concrete box.
I would like to believe that she really wasn't buried in $500,000 worth of jewelry.
Yeah, it's pretty messed up. Should have left that for her daughter.
But since they put that on there, somebody's still going to go.
Her daughter's got a drug habit. She needs the cash.
God, that's so sad.
It is. Very, very tacky with the Fritz, man.
In our trip yesterday on the drive back, we talked a lot about the whole Whitney thing.
Yeah, it's just a very sad story is what it is. She
Moochers, entourage,
enablers,
people that are supposed to be looking out for her or just looking out for them.
Mm-hmm.
And it's
years and years
story.
of that, and nobody put the brakes on ever when she was doing these things. You know, nobody said, "Hey, Whitney, you know, you're ruining yourself." And
by the end, she's actually doing drugs with her daughter, who is legal now, but it's still illegal drugs.
Yeah, she was 21 years old, I think. She was born in 1989, I think, something like that. So I think she's 21 years old right now, something like that. So this whole thing about, you know, Bobby not being able to see his daughter, that was my whole thing. How old is she? Well, she's an adult. If she wanted to see her dad, she could have. That's not that. So that whole thing is a non-story, basically.
God, what a disaster.
Absolutely, man.
So you said there was even more bad news on TMZ?
Oh,
or sad news?
Oh, yeah. Okay, now this breaks my... You love dogs.
Yes.
Jack Osborne's dog, Lola.
I remember Lola.
Lola's gone. Sad story, man. So, see, sad news on TMZ.
That is sad news.
I know.
And Jack's a cool dude now, too. He's totally clean, and he's doing a bunch of stuff, I think, having to do with fighting, martial arts, boxing. I don't know what it is. It's something like that.
Uh-huh.
That's cool. He's carved out a little place for himself.
His sister's doing pretty good these days too, you know. So
well, she's on that Joan Rivers, that fashion thing.
Have you watched that show before? It's great, man. I love that show. It's stupid funny. I mean, you know, you got Joan and Melissa and Kelly and I forget who else.
That's the Juliana Rancic, the one that married the guy from The Apprentice, and she's on like Entertainment Tonight or one of those shows. Yeah.
Anyhow, it's a pretty good show. It's entertaining. Pretty Wild. You know what that is?
No.
I guess it's I'll have to find out. But just days before Pretty Wild star Tess Taylor checked into her rehab for drugs, she was modeling for a new line of clothing that promotes hardcore alcohol consumption.
Right on.
Oh yeah, that's classy, baby, classy. And
moderation, people, moderation.
Oh, and Girls Gone Wild, Empire.
Joe Francis.
Well, a judge just ordered him to pay Las Vegas mogul Steve Wynn $7.5 million. Yeah, Wynn filed for defamation lawsuit after Francis said he was going to reveal how Wynn deceived his high-end customers. So, anyhow, $5 million.
I have to say something about Joe Francis, though. I haven't liked him very much.
Yeah.
And, I do know pretty much that there have been some underage girls and Girls Gone Wild, but I never felt like that it was on purpose. It was always learned after the fact. I don't know what his ID process is, but that's not his game.
Spring break.
Right. Anyway, he's kind of a sleazy dude, right?
Yeah.
There was a show that was on for like 4 or 5 episodes with Mario Lopez. I can't even remember what it was like. But basically, he took somebody like Joe Francis and then a woman that just can't stand anything about what he does, who he is, and everything, and he put them together.
Right.
And then at the end, you found out if he was able to change her mind or not.
And get her to show her tatas?
And no, not that
Oh,
much.
I didn't.
But anyway, it was a mom, and it was a accidental setup in a hotel lobby, and got them together, and then she ends up going to his house and seeing his house, and they're actually doing a photo shoot, bathing suit photo shoot out by the pool, and he actually made a pretty good case for his business being legitimate to this woman who was his harshest critic.
Mm-hmm.
And by the end, she was halfway okay with it. I mean, she just really could not stand him.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, she was as okay with it as a mom's going to be. He wasn't going to totally win her over, but he was way classier is not the right word, but way more put together on this than I thought. It really impressed me.
Well, he's put together a heck of a business empire, you got to admit.
And I don't know how he keeps getting out of prison. They keep getting him all this stuff, and he keeps getting out of it.
Guy's slippery, man.
I don't know how he does it.
Well, at least he's not a mob boss out making hits or something like that. He's hitting something else. Just saying.
Yeah, that's it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God, I saw a house on Curbed LA. By the way, if you get a chance to go, it's a cool website if you like houses, architecture, zoning things. This always has to do if they're putting in a new development. They talk about, and everybody knows I like that kind of stuff, planning commission and all that. A house. I don't even recognize the place where it is. This house is $75 million, and it is terrible.
Really?
I hate it.
Well,
it's got an underground shooting range. It's got a movie theater in it. It's got a jacuzzi that seats 15. It's got all kinds of really, really cool stuff. But it's just gaudy.
Nah, see, that's the thing. It's like, have you ever seen Rush Limbaugh's apartment in New York?
Is it like
It
Trump's?
is. Yeah.
Because Trump's
I
is
just
gross.
want to gag. It's so gross when you walk into it.
Opulent crap.
Yeah, speaking of which, Paula Abdul is selling her LA, what they call a mansion because it's cursed. Look at this place. How is this a mansion? That's just a nice
two-story nice house.
Yeah. It's a nice house. It's not a mansion by any stretch.
She's in Sherman Oaks, so she's in the valley.
Yeah, it's not exactly high-end living.
Although that entryway with the double stairway is pretty cool.
It's very beautiful.
That's kind of mansion-esque.
And the kitchen's beautiful on it. If you want to check it out, go on to tmz.com, and you can straight up buy this house. Get it? Straight up now. Tell me.
Guess what we got to do?
Love
we got to go.
Forever.
We got to go.
Bye.
We got dead air.
And we will
see ya.